Hey. Hey. What's up, y'all? We are back in it with another live Cold Logic BookShare. We're getting back into the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Blackwoman. Last time we were on chapter 3, where it's going in about adulthood, single and married. If you saw the title. We ended on page 21. We were talking about her imagination of what married life looks like. So we're gonna go from the next paragraph, the first clear paragraph on that page, and it says, another obstacle she's confronted with is that she doesn't know of any different type of program to use to raise her own children that would make them successful. That would make them a success. What she knows of just doesn't seem to work. She is not aware of any system with a low failure rate, or the ones that she knows of would require her to make drastic changes in her own behavior, so she rejects those. The idea of taking on the child rearing hassle is repugnant to her. Since fear is the major emotion she has learned, she reacts to child rearing in the same way. Of course, instead of admitting this to the black man and seeking guidance, she claims she doesn't want children because they would interrupt her lifestyle and interfere with her independence. Plus, she thinks that when she gets pregnant, the black man will not want her anymore because she will be fat, have swollen feet, morning sickness, and lose her shape. The black woman is convinced that the black man only wants her for her fine body or pretty face. During pregnancy, the fear of abandonment is fierce. Additionally, she also realized that once she is pregnant, it will slow her down from keeping up with the black man, and after she has the baby, she will be out of commission for an indefinite amount of time and will have the responsibility of a squalling brat from now on. All of this represents work she does not want to do and a distraction from playing games with the black man. She fears at that time that her man will lose interest in her and seek out the company of another woman who is free of the ties of small children. Oh, let me do this, what I always do. Shout out to the queen. Where's she at? Where's she at? I can't see. Oh, there she go. Wait. I can't get it right. There we go. It's on that side. I'm tripping. My bad. So yeah, where was at? I ain't do that at first, so excuse me. Of course, this is not true, but this seems to be how she looks at it. After childbirth, she may become a little more ashamed of her body. While the black man is known to prance around nude comfortably, the black woman is more hesitant. To be naked represents vulnerability and helplessness to her, while stark naked represents a freedom to the black man. Of course, some modesty is preferred over brazenness. The black woman has been programmed visually by the media to expect the reflection in her mirror to match those portrayed by sleek white and black female models who have the beneficial touch of the photographic airbrush to smooth out those natural images. Routinely, there is usually one part of the black woman's body that she absolutely hates. It may be her legs, her ankles, her toes, her stomach, her neck, her chin, her breast, her nose, hands, eyes, ears, knees, thighs, or buttocks. It could be either one. She never forgets whatever she decides her physical defect is, and her style of dressing will reflect her attempt to cover it up. When she is embarrassed about having small breasts, varicose veins, sagging breasts, stretch marks, thin legs, a flashy stomach, or a flat behind, she sees these natural body differences as a turnoff. The human body, when inhabited by all the different personalities and ideas it represents, always comes with varied and differently shaped components. There is no universal ruling that states any one design is better than another. The black woman secretly wants to be a clone of the white woman and pattern her standards of form and beauty after her. The white man has always photographed his woman in the clothing and body and in the body shape that he likes her and wants her to be in. No one has ever asked the black man to draw or take a picture of what he wants his black woman to be. Nor has the black man ever expressed a collective, definitive opinion or description of a particular physical mold of what the black woman must look like for him to consider her beautiful. The black woman does not know that the black man thinks all black women are theoretically beautiful. Certainly, a black woman who is in agreement and submission to her black man is beautiful. Her facial expression is different. She has a glowing look of resignation to peace from being in her place. And her place is a good place, a place of honor and enjoyment of life. She receives respect and protection by her man. It comes with the territory, and she is satisfied, and so is he. Black women do not know what satisfaction in life is. They think that peace is not having to worry about money. They do not consider having peace with the black man as something that would bring satisfaction in their life, or that their relationship is an important section of their life that needs improvement. It just doesn't occur to her. When she considers what it would take for her to be at ease with the black man, she thinks of all the changes she wants him to make to get in line with her idea. Excuse me, people, I'm just all the way messed up in this paragraph. She cannot see how her own behavior problems contribute to her problems because she thinks that whatever she does or says is absolutely correct. There are certain qualities some black women have that are a sign to the black man that a woman is good material to try to make into a wife or a mother. All black women are certainly capable of having the basic nature to become a good woman to the black man, but he must delve into her personality and perform several in-depth interviews if he considers her for companionship, a live-in, or marital relationship. Certainly, the considerations to be made should be limited to or based on that would have been bad advice because I missed the word. Certainly, the considerations to be made should not be limited to or based on sex alone. Sexologists report that the total time man spends reaching climax, ejaculating, is approximately 2.5 to 3 hours, a little over 10,000 seconds, in his entire lifetime. Obviously, compared to the years, days, and nights in all of the life's contests, the good times and the bad, mere sexual satisfaction cannot be the motivating factor when choosing a black woman for a mate. The propagation of the black nation to ensure its permanence and longevity must have priority over the temporary thrill emitted from the loins. And said, any black woman can be transformed into a good wife and mother, but the job is more difficult in some than others. How much time and force the black man has to expend to create him a woman is dependent upon the level of understanding the black woman has. Nothing is impossible, but some things do take longer than others. The black man must treat the black woman right and make her treat him right. Black woman ain't gonna like this. Hear that. The black woman's problems represent a challenge and a responsibility. The challenge is to subdue her and put her in her rightful place. And the responsibility is to rule the black woman and be in charge of her in a civil and loving way. He must give her what she needs, which is quite different from what she wants. A good black woman does not come ready-made. The following hints are a sign that the black woman will possibly make a good wife to the black man. 1. She is attentive and a good listener. 2. She enjoys going partying but has equally good time at home. 3. She will have a strong spiritual commitment that helps her distinguish between right and wrong. 4. She will be partially modest in her style of dress. 5. She will like babies and children and include them in her life. 6. She enjoys cooking and preparing special meals and treats for the black man. 7. She will respect her parents, his parents, and older people. 8. She has good personal hygiene. 9. She does not wear a ton of makeup. 10. She is proud of her man and claims him no matter who is present. 11. She keeps her house at least halfway clean. 12. She is not a flagrant spender and almost manages her money. 13. She is trustful and freely expresses her sexuality and desires when in private with her man. 14. She shares voluntary and offers help when she can. 15. She does not hold grudges too long and will apologize when wrong. Ooh, shit, boy. 16. She will go out of her way to do special things for the black man. 17. She will speak good of him when he is not around. 18. She will defend him against verbal attacks from others. 19. She does not show out or curse loudly in public. 20. She smiles when she meets him. 21. She controls her anger and does not go wild when angry. 22. She will take instructions on some things without being combative. 23. She is respectful of black men in general. That one is lost on a lot of women. Believe me. The black woman who choose to marry and have a home, security, and company, but do not wish to have continued regular intimacy with the black man have amazingly worked out a lifestyle whereby they live with the black man in the same household but do not have sex with him. They choose perfect opportunities to implement this program, such as 1. Immediately after the baby, she has some type of operation or immediately after she has some type of operation or baby. 2. After or during some heavy emotional trauma. 3. After an accident of some sort or back problem. 4. By claiming that intercourse is too painful. The black woman, counting on the black man's ignorance of certain female medical problems, will use these illnesses, real or imagined, to deny the black man's sex. She will often talk to her friends and take their advice and old wives' tale, and make up a lot of other flimsy excuses and exaggerate her symptoms to defend, prove, and justify her denial. Some black women do not enjoy sex after marriage or hate the thought of it after having children, will perform all of the other wifely duties except having sexual intercourse. This marital arrangement to live out the marriage without sex is strangely accepted by some black men. The woman who practices the forgery ignore or pretend they do not mind their husband seeking sexual gratification elsewhere. The scene, while weird to others who know of this situation, works if both parties agree. Sometimes they sleep in the same bed, or separate beds, or separate rooms. They share a home, bills, children, and other family activities, but there is no sex, and they are committed and love each other. This black man, smoldering with neglect and disappointment, seeks physical attention elsewhere. In other not as drastic coupling, the woman will just pretend she is on her period, complain about severe headaches or weariness, play like they are asleep, wait until the man goes to sleep before getting in bed, wear bulky hair rollers or cold cream on their face, or if forced, they will consent but just lie there and be a non-participant in the act. All of this is done to discourage the black man from approaching her for sex. As a last resort, they may make him beg for it and still say no. It's a ridiculous situation for the black man to tolerate. Some of the black women brag to each other about the tricks they employ to get out of having sex with their men. It is often a big joke among them about how to mask these maneuvers. Oddly enough, the black women who do this think it is normal and necessary. They are full of contradictions. Alright, since the full indoctrination of the women's rights movement, some black women have commenced to refusing to give up their maiden names to accept their husband names after their marriage. They adopt titles like Martha Jean Williams Smith or MJ Smith or MJ Williams hyphen Smith. They are also referred to as Mrs. Williams Smith. This is not their own idea. It is another statement to demonstrate to the black husband that by refusing to give up their family name and accept his as a tribal leader, they are exerting their individuality. This is considered modern and gauche. I'm gonna spell it for y'all. Gauche. It's lost on me. Gauche. It is also a public reminder to the black man that he does not own her. This system is especially popular among the so-called professional and corporate women. They believe they must maintain a separate identity in order to get credit for what they do. During whatever kind of marriage or relationship the black man manages to have with the black woman, there will come times when the black woman feels compelled to assert herself about a particular issue. They refer to this as, I got him told. Black women admire and congratulate each other when they get the black man told. It usually comes in the midst of one of those "I'm sick and tired of your bullshit" conversations. Many times, the black woman will listen to other black women's renditions of getting the black man told, and then go home and try it out on their own husband/man. Excuse me. If he goes along with it, she is confirmed in her position, and she is convinced that if she presents it right, she can have her way about anything. Black women tend to think that the black man's cooperation or agreement with her ideas is a sign of weakness, or if they really are tripping, they think he goes along because he is just crazy in love with her. Every once in a while, a rebellious American black woman will marry a man with from one of those African nations or the Middle East. Excuse me, guys. Miraculously, she treats him like a king. She alters his wardrobe, diet, hair, or others to make sure she is in line with his requirements. She has been known to try her Western rap on the African and found that the way she is used to treating black men is unacceptable to the African and will not be tolerated. The African man does not reign over the American black woman. He is not better looking. Oh, I'm sorry. The African man does not reign over the American black man. He is not better looking, and the African man is not more intelligent. The African just has another idea, so he functions on that. His idea, which is incorporated into all of his activities, is that he is the boss and the woman must do as he say. He does not deal with any doubt about it. He is firm and confident and at ease with the idea that he has the authority and superiority over his woman. By dealing out that mindset, he is able to be successful with the American black woman. Her games and silliness do not work on him. She knows that the African knows better, and she knows that he is right even if match fails. It is not true that when opposites attract, they are able to live in peace and harmony. Peace and success comes from two people who are very much alike, people who are attracted based on similar needs and ideas. If the black man's woman disagrees with him on his basic principles concerning lifestyles, priorities, and goals, he will not be happy in his relationship with her. The black man takes a big risk and a time-consuming chance by assuming that he will be able to sway her to his way of thinking as time goes by. At first, the differences may seem amusing or challenging, but at the seriousness of life prevails, he will find that it is no fun being with a woman who disagrees with him. There is no unity in that kind of match. Things are only right to a certain extent, so there will be some issues throughout the life cycle that will have to be compromised. But the risk can be minimized by interviewing the black woman about her own ideas and finding out why she thinks the way she does. The black man must not be impressed with the initial behavior presentation of the black woman when he first meets her. During the heated period of getting to know each other, the black woman will pretend that anything the black man says is or does is okay. Yet, later, when familiarity sets in, she will present the real deal that she lied about and explain fully why she doesn't feel the way at all. With a forever, love does not conquer all, and love does not make everything turn out all right, no matter how hot the passion, no matter how good the black woman looks or what she has. If she is not on her black man's side and supportive of him, then she is not his woman. The black man can tell which woman is his by the way she submits to his ideas and instructions, and by the way she works to make him happy. His black woman should take the position that success is her success, that his success is her success, their success, and work as a team. The particular type of marriage practice in America does not have a good success rate. It is reported that only 1 in 4 marriages actually work in the terms of longevity and happiness. There are some odds at the blackjack table in Las Vegas. 1 in 4, most people lose. The reasons why American marriage between black men and black women fail is threefold. 1. Hypocrisy. Neither the black man or the black woman are able to live up to the European rules and expectations of marriage, since neither party is able to successfully obey the rules yet spend their lives pretending to. The union is doomed by hypocrisy. Both pretend to do what they know full well is against their nature. Dishonesty. 2. The black man, because of the uncompromising rule of monogamy is forced to lie to his wife, because if he tells her the truth, it will put his home in hell and jeopardize his peace. His dishonesty is rooted in his not wanting to admit publicly that he cannot and will not play the marital agreement by the current rules. 3. Disenchantment. The black woman mainly suffers from disappointment and dissatisfaction when her unrealistic dream of marriage is shattered. She has been taught to expect the impossible, and when it does not materialize, she becomes despondent, and her disenchantment colors every aspect of her marriage. It does not turn out the way she imagined or the way she was told it would be. And she does not have a plan B, so she becomes hostile. The black woman does not understand that all of her ideas about marriage were given to her from another people's nation. Excuse me. She responds to situations according to what she has been taught, according to what has been bred into her brain, to ensure that she gives up her birthright, and to ensure that she cuts all ties with her original root. Where am I? Okay. Let's see. I gotta get to 35. We're gonna get to 35. And yeah, we're gonna get to 35. By 40 minutes. Let's go. Periodically, when the black man chooses the older black woman for his mate, he can relax a little. The older black woman, about 39 to 50, has tried all the tricks and games and accepts her failure rate. She is more apt to be willing to try something different during her twilight love years. As we have heard, she is more at ease sexually, may be easier to talk to, and is more patient and tolerant. She's been there, and while the men in her age bracket may be breaking away from their own tradition and becoming more interested in younger women, she is caught in a whirlpool, a floating, sometimes detached, with a lot of life left in her. While she may look adult and settled, she has claimed she would never even consider a younger man. She can be approached. She can be approached. While she may look adult and settled, she has claimed she would never even consider a younger man. She can be approached. The drawbacks are that she will not want to bear children, and she will not be as interested in juvenile type activities, as she may be shyer. She will also have a multitude of old problems she may wish to discuss or receive advice on. She is faithful and becomes energetic about her new romance. During this span of life, the black woman commences to lie about their age. On the other side of this group are the women in the same age bracket who remain inflexible in their ideas about what they will take and what they will not take off a black man. They are firm and brittle in their attitudes and swear that they are better off without a man. They masturbate or just may dismiss sex completely. This alone makes them bitter and hostile. Many of them take good care of themselves and spend their time with children and grandchildren, their jobs, short trips, clubs, or political affiliates. They might return to school, take up a hobby, or become submerged in church activities. She is considered by those who don't have to live with her as a nice woman, a decent woman. She may also drink alcohol and do volunteer work to fill out her time. She is full of stories of failed romances and bad black men who she claims abuse her without reason or cause. She believes herself innocent. The older, more mature black woman may do several things as a last attempt to hold on to her fading youth and beauty. She may wear heavier makeup, have breast or facial augmentation, plastic surgery or silicone, to improve her body form. And sadly, sometimes she tries to wear youthful looking styles of clothing. Whatever the younger people are wearing, she may try to wear it too. She will also try to fix her hair in a more younger looking style and reveal more of her body with low cut tops, shorter skirts, mid-drift blouses, low in the back and front dresses, high heels, shorts, mini dresses, and the like. It is not hard to recognize this type of black woman at the discos or in bars. She is easily noticeable and is generally commented on by onlookers with comments like, "Look at that old broad trying to look young," or "She's trying to hold on," or "She ought to be ashamed of herself." And rightfully so, she should. Of course, others more crass comments are made that do not need to be repeated here. The black woman, when in this stage, is very, very unhappy, has low self-value, and is confused. She believes that the only way she can attract a man is by pretending to be young, and she is mentally blind enough to believe that she can get away with it and that no one can see that she is an old sister trying to be young. The fact that she cannot recapture that part of her life, she does not matter to her. She thinks that how she dresses or dances will make her accepted by men. She does not know that each stage of life can be beautiful and content if she thinks right and behaves in such a way as to be viewed as beautiful. The older black woman wants to be young, and the younger black woman wants to be old, or so it seems. Actually, they would rather be anything than what they are. That's crazy. The elderly black woman, age 55-ish and up to 100. The senior black woman, if she chooses, can be beautiful. If she has taken care of herself physically, eaten properly, and had minimum substance abuse, and had pleasant, positive thoughts, she is beautiful. If she has had a man, or still has one, she looks even better. If she has been a bona fide hellraiser, is disappointed in her man, her children, and her life, her condition will reflect that accordingly. If she is regretful of her life and has bad memories and grieves over them, she will relate her misery to anyone who gives her an ear. Often, the disappointed old black woman can be found in the community warning the young girls, "Don't let no man make a fool out of you," or "All men want to do is use you," or they only want one thing. She may report to the other older woman in the neighborhood that she is doing better than ever since she got rid of the man she used to have. She might further tell them, "I didn't even get anything out of it anyway." She is a sad sight. I didn't ever get anything out of it anyway. She is a sad sight. Black female elders wrought with turmoil and regret relating lifetime memories about her unfulfilled tenure. She will brag on how she has always been headstrong and determined to do so as she pleased. She did, and now she is alone. Sorry that her life has passed and wishing she had another chance to do it all over again. The ones of them who are married and have been basically happy for many years and who still enjoy the youthful benefits of sex will be glowing and satisfied. If she has been having a man on a regular basis, her body will be more enticing than that of the black woman who brags about how she got rid of her man years ago. She will dress better, take care of her hygiene better, and be pleased with herself and her life. She has pride and is respected for her intelligence, knowledge, and advice to the young. The older black woman who is dissatisfied will have a face that looks defeated, weary, and worn. Her flesh will hang looser on her bones, and she has wrinkles from her permanent frowns and bad ideas. She may be careless about her clothes, her home, and will talk to herself, a habit she develops out of loneliness, or a breakdown of her mental abilities. She complains about the young people in the neighborhood and carries gossip if she gets a chance. Unfortunately, sometimes the older black woman will give negative advice to her granddaughters about how to treat their man. They will advise them to live their own life. Don't get tied down to no one man. Keep something for themselves and go when he goes. They might even explain to the other young women about how they were such a good wife for 30, 40, or 50 years and didn't get anything for it. It is not exactly plain what the older woman expects for being a good black woman. There is no other reward except the satisfaction of knowing she performed a job well done for a deserving black man and herself. The older black woman also sometimes thinks the modern black woman has more privileges than her because she has the options of doing worldly things other than getting married and having a family. She admires the idea of independence and wishes she had the thought of it. Another group of older black women are equivalent to the old dirty man. She is obsessed with sex, discussing it per se. She pries into an affairs of the younger people, openly uses raw language and when referring to sex, and talks about her own conquests allegedly made where she was young. She memorizes filthy remarks and may curse loudly in public. Her personal hygiene is lacking and she may drink a little wine on the side or nurse hard liquor daily. Sometimes the older black woman, if she is blessed to still be married and have a man, is still bickering with her black husband about disagreements they had 20 or 30 or 40 years ago. And the older black woman can be just as rebellious as the younger ones. They watch and play a lot of petty childish games and complain a lot. The older black woman also remains jealous of her black man deep into old age. She is jealous of younger and older women who she thinks is laying in wait for her man. She raises big hell if she suspects her man of fooling around on her. She does this in fear that she will have sex with another woman, gives her his money, and leaves her home. She is also more prone to want to accept being elderly and infirmed. She is quicker to accept the idea that she has already lived her life and now she can settle down and stay home most of the time. The black man clinges to life to the very end and wants to enjoy the excitement and activities for as long as possible. Retirement, different from the black woman, does not mean that productive life is finished, but started. His woman will remind him that he is too old to do this or that he should sit down somewhere and let young people take over. She wants him to believe he is old, so she has to no longer worry about him being attractive to a younger woman. Even in the older stages, the black woman persists in trying to block the black man from pursuing other women. It makes her bitter and vindictive. It makes him tired. Alright. Now we're about to get into divorce. As we all know, the black woman becomes very vindictive and hostile when she is divorcing the black man. Generally, no matter what the reason for the separation, she has learned a great deal from the blood-sucking tactics of attorneys who have perfected the ways to take everything a man has when they divorce. The black woman, in trying to mimic them, hires shysters, lawyers, to get the most she can from her divorce. She is not concerned with an amicable parting and she is not concerned as to whether or not the black man has enough funds left to live on or to remarry to start another family. She could care less. Her attitude is that if he doesn't want me or did this or that to me, then he doesn't deserve to live. She wants him to suffer the kind of pain of rejection she does, and if the only way to hurt him back permanently is in his wallet, then so be it. Certainly, black children must be provided for, and part of the provision is money. Some of her stories of child support and living expenses are often exaggerated to fit the situation. She wants the black man to pay for not being with her. It should be mentioned that if a black man divorces the black woman, the reasons are usually not unfounded. She either did something or wouldn't do something. If he doesn't want her anymore, it's for a reason. A black man keeps a good woman who pleases him no matter who else he meets or who else he adds on to his life. On the other hand, if she divorces him, the reason just might be anything, and are too numerous to list here. Any petty or long-range grievance is used to end what she believes is an unhappy union. While reasons of insanity, extreme jealousy, batterment, drug and alcohol abuse are considered justifiable, there are many other ones, mostly based on her unwillingness to submit to the man as the head. The sympathy always leans towards her. When the black man's family is weaseled away from him, often by a person he has no control over, sometimes it's his mother-in-law, ex-friends, her girlfriends, or a stranger, it is very emotionally sensitive time for him. It is a very emotionally sensitive time for him. It is always worse when his woman falls out of love with him because of rumors monger and misadvice by others. In this society, all of the sympathy and support is usually thrown toward the woman, especially if she has children. Others become concerned about where she will live, how she will support herself, what will become of the children, will she have transportation, does she have a babysitter, etc. These are all questions considered by well-wishers or bystanders. Little concern is felt for the black man when he becomes ousted from a love or a marriage relationship. It is falsely assumed that he will be able to instantly adjust and fit in easily elsewhere. This consensus of opinion is formed because most onlookers believe that since the man does not have the responsibility of children, that he can keep on stepping and not miss a beat. That is not true. It is just as harrowing of an experience for the black man to have to readjust and reorganize his life as it is for the black woman. He too has to first formulate and situate an entirely new daily lifestyle that excludes his former mate and possibly their children. His tears and frustration must be shown only in private, absolute privacy, when only he is present. It is not definitively known exactly what the effect of displacement is on the black man after he accepts the responsibility of being a husband or a father. When this is snatched from him, he shares the same outrage, the same pain, and the same confusion as the black woman. His separation is not different just because he does not have children. He is still faced with the question of what to do with himself and who can he be while on the rebound. The black woman starts out disbelieving in the black man, so for her, a failed marriage or relationship is expected. Therefore, when it surfaces, she may congratulate herself on the fact that she knew all along that it wouldn't work. The black man who believes in the possibility of having a good woman in a good home is shattered when he must face the inevitable end of a relationship, especially one wherein he has invested time and trust. Additionally, he is often thudded with the collapse of his rights as a full-time father. His pain on being disconnected from his children is heart-wrenching and unbearable, but he has to shake it off and go on. This is what is expected of him, and he has erroneously grown to expect it from himself. Try as he may, there are a few cases where the father is awarded the custody of his children, and usually the courts fight in a long, dirty one. Plus, it's expensive. He has to theoretically give up his children and hope that his ex-mate will keep his memory and presence alive, and that she will be very careful in choosing another man so as to protect his children. If they are girl children, it is extremely difficult for him to maintain attachment because girl children historically take the side of their mother. Boy children, while more attached to their fathers as guardians, are generally forced by the mother and the extended family members to remain with the mother also. Many a black father has to watch his son crumble emotionally when he is raised solely by the mother. Often, the children are caught in a tug of war between the parents who are both vying for the child's allegiance. Breaking up is a terrible ordeal for all parties involved, even if the partners both agree that the relationship is over. The black woman must understand that her pain is no different from the black man's, and that he hurts just as deeply when the love is faded. Alright guys, that's the end of chapter 3 of the adulthood. We went over the 40-minute mark this time, but I wanted to finish that out so we wouldn't start mid at the end of a chapter. You feel me? Appreciate y'all listening. Subscribe, like, share if y'all are watching. Hopefully y'all got the book and are reading along too, so when I do my hiccups, it don't seem as bad. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Also check out my other content if you're on my page. That'd be nice. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how you feel about what we just read. A lot of this, I've never been married, but a lot of this, the behavior was reflected in my last relationship. So it's another reason I'm reading the book, because I feel like a lot of people should know this information. And don't fret, women. We will be reading the Black Man's Guide. And to that note, we are out. Whole Logic Experience.